Well guys, welcome back. It is time to put the sprayer tank back on the sprayer. Colin's here today. He's just going to pick it up by hand. He's going to throw it on top of there. We'll bolt it down and be ready to go spraying again. That's what he told me earlier anyways.
Doesn't know if I'm that strong.
No, we're going to use a tail loader. Don't worry.
Hi, I'm Tony Fastdaughter. I'm Tony Fastdaughter. I'm Tony Fastdaughter. My family's been blessed to farm in Montana for over 100 years now, and it wouldn't be possible without the great team we have and blessings from our Savior Jesus Christ.
That's definitely a little different view back there. Very good visibility, about to change. Can you pry it over? Yahtzee! No. Well, now it is time for everyone's favorite game of where this thing comes from. Figure out where the bolts go. Well, that tank, since it's flat now on the sides that around it, it's a little bit too close for a couple of these nozzles. So we actually knocked a couple off when I had to put in the tank on. We got it too close. This is actually a little further that way than normal. It's out of the way against the outside there, like right there. So we built a bracket and we're gonna slide this out about 3 inches and give us, put it out here so it's created a little further away from the tank for it to sit in there. And we're gonna be just maybe a touch wider than the tire if we have our skinny tires on there, but sure, we're good. So we'll get that painted up. Can you pat your head and rub your belly at the same time too? That take a little more concentration than this.
Takes a little bit more concentration.
All right, watch this sweet trick.
Well, aren't you just a genius?
Almost lost it there. Work smarter, not harder, Colin.
I guess.
The guy I used to weld with in the oil field, he used to tell me you just got to be 10% smarter than what you're working with. You'll always win.
Probably not. Right?
Look square. Like a little better?
Yeah, a lot better.
Oh yeah. Well, we just have a few of these smaller hoses to extend yet. Need to get some of those picked up in town, as well as the air bleed hose, I guess you call it. That comes out the pump, goes to the top of the tank. That way it doesn't, you know, have air stuck in the pump, and always primes back up. 3-inch front fill now comes directly into the tank instead of going underneath into the sump. That's going to speed stuff up a bit because we took out 3 or 4 corners on that. So we're going to fold the boom back up and we're done for now till we get those parts, and probably do the rest of it when we get starting to seed. So you guys had a few questions about the sprayer, what we need to do to it now that it has a bigger tank. Really nothing. The 1600 gallons come with this size of tire, and the width won't be an issue. It won't be tippy because we always slide our wheels way out, so we're really wide with the sprayer. That'll keep it stable in the field. Horsepower, are we gonna have enough power? Well, this tank full of water will weigh the same as if you filled the sprayer full of 32% or 28% nitrogen. Probably somewhere between the two. So weight wise, it's not that much heavier than what could be already on a 1200 gallon tank. So the horsepower should be fine, but we could always up it. I mean, why not? Have Ben come up from Farm Focus. Maybe he'll boost the power on this too. But yeah, I think besides a few fittings and hose, well, yeah, all the fittings, just need some hoses to extend, lengthen stuff out. There's 3 hoses not hooked up. And the sight glass, we're getting some vinyl cut for that sight glass yet. And the AccuVolume sensor is on its way. So we'll have to put that in, put a display outside and one in the cab. Once it's calibrated, it will tell us to the gallon what is in that tank. So not a flow meter going in, it's actually measuring what's in the tank by pressure. So that's a really cool system I found out about thanks to one of the viewers that mentioned that to me, and I did a little research, found him and got it ordered. So thank you for doing that for me, telling me about that. It's ended up being 13 foot, 3 inches tall to the top of the tank. Rinse tank up top. So top of the strobe up there is like 12.9, I think. 12.8, something like that, 13 foot. So we're not a whole lot taller than that strobe light is on top of the cab. But yeah, so it won't fit in the shed here at home anymore, but it will fit in our other shed a mile away. So that's usually what it gets put in for storage, and then it gets ran in here if we got a storm coming or get it out of the sunlight when we're not using it. So, and I had mentioned last video, if you're wanting to get your tank stretched, there are companies doing this commercially, and that's how I kind of found out about this. And it just happened to be that I could do the work myself. And I know most farm shops aren't capable of doing that because they don't have the equipment that I have. That big thing and a few other things. So take it to those guys. Max Cap, Joe was good help, great help. For any questions I had, he has been doing it for 10 years. A few other guys, Stuart Steel in Canada is building them too, so go do some research, find out where these dealers are, these shops are at. Thanks for watching. don't forget, farm hard, pray harder. See you next video. Well, welcome to Fast Egg After Hours. Oh, that doesn't sound right either, does it? Oh well. Well, after hours. Colin's gone home. And I'm working on a dryer. Check this out. We keep on having to change this pulley. That's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like this, but can't figure out why it keeps on wearing out. But the thing made a little noise today, and it's probably not going to work anymore, so we'll see. What'd you say? It made like a... You don't know how to do...
You're a dirtbag. I don't know.
An electrical
It definitely
explosion?
was an arc sound.
Arc?
It's
like,
definitely
like,
whatever an arc sound.
Would you say it's more like welding or more
No,
like a
like-
boom?
More like what happened in the basement when you got shocked the last time.
Oh, I didn't get shocked, but I wrecked my multimeter testing an outlet.
It's kind of a...
It won't start?
Oh, no, it wouldn't do anything.
Are we missing a sensor because this is open?
It didn't start in the house when I tried again. It definitely was something like stinky, like electrical fire smelling. When I unplugged it, didn't smell in the drum, but smelled around, and the whole room stank. Like melty fire smell.
Melty fire.
If you didn't have the vid and could actually smell normal, you'd know what I meant.
I had it a year ago and I still can't smell things.
It's kind of scary, actually.
It's actually pretty awesome because I haven't smelled a fart in 12 months.
Can I say this on YouTube? That has actually worked in my favor.
Turn the power on, start it, something up there clicks. But no motor turning. So, since it doesn't have a port on it to hook up the computer to check diagnostics like a Kenworth or a Peterbilt or Freightliner, it's probably going to the dump. Probably time to buy a new one. It's lasted us. How long have we been married? 15, 14 years?
2022.
Almost 15 years. Well, Amy says, why don't you look on YouTube? And I found the problem. We got one of those circuit board that's got a burnt terminal on a relay. So, what do you think?
I win.
Well, we know that, but do we spend $13 on a relay and wait for it to come and fix it and then figure out the pulley, a new bearing for the pulley tensioner?
Depends on how much time you got, farmer.
Or are you going appliance shopping tomorrow?
Let's look tomorrow and just see how much they cost. It doesn't have to be the same dryer. It doesn't have to be anything. I don't know.
Yeah. We all know how me and circuit boards get along. Have a disabled welder still in the shed that doesn't work. But this wasn't my fault this time. It's just burnt out. Oh yeah. Just made a $15 part or $35 part. Alright.
Maybe you should see if they want your patent, want your plans. You don't need a patent.
It ain't pretty. But now it's a bearing.
Does that mean we have to still fix the circuit board?
Yeah, that part's not fixed yet, but proved I can do it.
Have you guys seen Tommy Boy? Because every time I walk past this, cat-like reflexes.
Well, there we go. Got the, oh, nope, not that one. Picked up the wrong one when I started filming. Whoops. So there we go. Bearing in there. Found the finger out of one of the MacDon headers before we put poly ones in, you know, the sweet May Wes ones we run now. So we'll stick that in there and cut it off the right length. Stick a bolt in, pull this stem out, stick a bolt in there. Have a new tensioner arm for that, and I just ordered a relay for the circuit board, so wait for that to come. Put this all back together. We'll see if it works. It might, but I'm still kind of curious, why did it blow that relay? But that's it for now, guys. For real, farm hard, pray harder. See you next video.